my Fulbright, I came to Norway to work at the Munch Museum and study the paintings of Edvard Munch. So for my bachelor's degrees, I majored in both chemistry and art conservation. My projects have involved the study of pigments and paints on Munch's paintings that have faded or darkened or just generally changed color, and how that can be in response to environmental concerns like light, humidity, or temperature changes. I'm going to do my PhD in chemistry at Duke University starting in August, and I will be probably working with something very similar, doing conservation science, using different kinds of laser spectroscopy to analyze paints and paintings. But in terms of how the Fulbright will play into that, we're hoping to continue to collaborate. The Munch Museum, the conservators there are more than willing to supply samples for my PhD if I want, because we actually do have a lot of research questions that the techniques that I'm using at Duke might be able to answer. It wasn't really a question of which country, but we knew we had to come here to do whatever we wanted to do. But for other people, it wasn't like that. But I think the most important thing for the Fulbright is to show why you're the one person that has to do this one project in this one country. And that's if you're applying for a research and study grant. There's obviously the English teaching assistantship, which is a little different. Just know that, especially if you come to Norway, or pretty much any place in Europe that has a Fulbright commission, they are so helpful. They are completely there for you, and it's really, really reassuring to know that you have these people really rooting for you. My big recommendation would be to do as much research on the country that you're applying to as possible, the requirements, and just the language requirements, what kind of degrees they're looking for, all of that stuff. Cultural diplomacy is the goal of Fulbright, and so even if you don't necessarily see how you fall into that, it's really good to have in the back of your mind because it's actually quite important.